They are intended as a component of an actual plan and improve all of the projects recommended in the CMP.
The plan includes efforts to modernize Cross Keys High School, but no such plans for Druid Hills High School, which is slated to receive less hefty improvements along with other schools in the district. The 6-1 approval for that plan on May 9th came weeks after this viral video taken by students showing conditions inside Druid Hills High.
It's awful to sit in a boiling classroom for hours with a splitting headache from the mildew and the mold. The walls are cracking and crumbling from the water damage.
And State Superintendent Woods writing a letter in response saying he would not support plans until facilities issues at Druid Hills were addressed.
The adults in this room are the ones who are responsible for making sure at minimum they have a safe space to learn.
District 7 board member Dr. Joyce Morley explained that while Druid Hills is one of many schools the board recognizes is in need of modernization, they can't all be addressed at once.
Highway. Oh my gosh. The driver told police that she was unfamiliar with the area and accidentally turned right onto the tracks and got stuck. Thankfully, she got out of the car quickly, moments before it was hit by that oncoming train, and no one was hurt. Wow. Well, Duluth police say just 6 hours.
Answered within 10 seconds. After some troubling reports of wait times for 911 dispatchers and systems that failed, the mayor wants to spend that $50 million on infrastructure updates.
The last thing I want is somebody in an emergency to go to a system that's not responsive. So we want to send it right here, right now to the infrastructure that's needed. Again, as I mentioned, servers and technology is where our initial bang for our buck will be.
The 911 director also said today staffing shortages are a continuing problem. Starting wages for a dispatcher are $38,500 per year.
The most recent...
The various statistics, you said crime was down, but I'm asking you to be more specific. Is crime up or down in Atlanta?
Okay, so I never stated. I said that our homicide rate was the best, one of the best in the country. Right now, we're tracking about 1% up over where we are. Mentioned week to week by police brass may not have a lot of significance if it's your wife or child who's been robbed, but there is a number.
We all up here know we don't have 22,048 sworn officers. How many are you fully funding?
That has impact for the population overall. It's police manpower. Atlanta is at least 500 officers short. And here's how the chief's office breaks it down. The funded positions number 2,048. The total hired, 1,661. But there are recruits, 151 of them, leaving current sworn at 1,510.
What is in this budget that is new or that is intended to boost retention and recruitment?
The only thing that we were working with as it relates to retention and recruitment, right now we restructured our background and recruitment.
How would a take-home car program help the department when it comes to retention and recruitment?
We have looked into it to see roughly what it would look like. There's still some more work for us to do. Police Chief Bryant says APD is on the upswing in terms of attracting new people. I'm confident that we will hit that 250 mark by the end of the year. I'm Morris Diggs, Fox 5 News.
Was taken into custody shortly after the accident on Howell Ferry Road just after midnight on May 5th. Police arrived to the scene and found the victim, 60-year-old Christopher Kenyon, in the middle of the road. He was rushed to the hospital where he died 5 days later. Gauldam's charges have since been upgraded.
An explosive day of testimony.
Georgia's cost of gas also rose today, coming in at $4.06. As fuel continues to rise, so will airfare. By June, the average domestic round-trip ticket is predicted to be $420.
Wow. Well, Dallas police make an arrest
in Mariupol. Ukrainian officials estimate some 20,000 civilians have been killed in the Russian assault of that port city. Meanwhile, Russia is facing diplomatic setbacks. Today, Sweden signed a formal request to join NATO, while Finland's parliament voted overwhelmingly in favor of joining the alliance. Both countries will submit their applications tomorrow. Well, the U.S. is inching closer to providing Ukraine with $40 billion in relief.
That's right. 11 GOP senators and 57 House Republicans voted against the bill, saying the money would be better spent at home or not at all. But Republican leaders are backing the measure.
America's decision to support Ukraine is not some frivolous act of charity. It serves our own national security and strategic interests for international borders to continue to actually mean something.
Meanwhile, President Biden is set to host the leaders of both Sweden and Finland at the White House on Thursday.
Delivering dominant intelligence across the tactical, operational, and strategic spectrum.
A defense official says that the Pentagon's also trying to destigmatize the issue. They're encouraging pilots and other military personnel to report anything unusual that they see.
Atlanta's mayor is encouraging voters to